Hello, future Cougars. We're so glad that you are here to join us for Accepted Student Celebration. My name is Kristen Williams. I'm the Director of Admissions and Recruitment here at Columbus State, and joining me this morning is Miss Janet Crane from our Center for Global Engagement. We're here to talk to you about your next steps as a newly admitted international student to Columbus State University. So Janet, I'll let you introduce yourself while I pull up our screen.
As Kristen said, I'm Janet Crane. I'm the International Student and Scholar Coordinator at Columbus State University. Been in this position about 6 years. So I'm so excited to welcome you to Columbus State, and I'll be working with you to assist you in getting to Columbus State as you go through your steps of arrival. So most of our items are covered under our Accepted International Student Checklist. This can be accessed by going through the Admissions tab, International Students, and then Accepted International Student Checklist. And after you're accepted and your financial guarantee has been squared away, we then create what's called an I-20. The I-20 is what you would take to your U.S. Embassy or consulate in your country to apply for the F1 visa. To get those I-20s to students, we ask that they ship them via eShip Global, which is a third-party shipper that we use. We use this service because you as the student will order the shipment, put in your own address, and it just avoids a lot of misunderstanding when people are entering the address. So once this happens, the I-20 is then generated and sent to you so that you can start your visa process. All of the information is included on this page. So if you look under the checklist section, there is a link to go to where you pay your SEVIS 901 fee. It tells you how to pay it, how much it is, and kind of walks you through that process. The second step is to actually apply for the visa at the U.S. Embassy or consulate. If you get to the embassy or consulate and you have not paid your SEVIS 901 fee, they will not grant you a visa. So make sure that you do both of these steps. Very important. Once your visa is approved, then you want to make sure that you start looking at housing. Do you want to live on campus? Do you want to live off campus? We do have on-campus housing, and we also have off-campus housing. So some of that information is listed under the Residence Life tab, which we have listed on this site. You can also look on the International Student Services tab for some off-campus locations that you might be interested in. And sometimes we can even help you if you're looking for a roommate to help you match up with someone.
But Janet, let me cut in right there. Since these are international freshmen or students who have not attended college or university before, they are required to live in campus housing. So they would need to reach out to Residence Life to secure their housing. Now, if you are a transfer student with over 30 transferable credit hours, then you are not required to live on campus, and you could use those off-campus options that Janet spoke about just a minute ago. But just wanted to clarify, if you're a first-time freshman studying here, you will be required to live on campus, which is a great way to meet new friends, get connected on campus, and really make your way.
Right, correct. Thank you, Kristen. And if you are a music, art, or theater major, you will want to look at our downtown housing. And if you are not any of those degrees, you can look at our main campus. You can live on either, but it's more convenient if you're one of the music, art, or theater majors to live downtown because most of your classes will be down there. But as freshmen and transfer students, you may have classes on both campus regardless of your major. So then you want to make sure that you look at how you're going to get here. Make travel arrangements to arrive in time for International Student Orientation. We always have orientation the week prior to classes beginning. So you want to try to be here the week before, and it helps you get settled in, relax a little bit, and you're not exhausted when you start school on Monday. Plus, it's your opportunity to meet other students. You can meet with your advisor, tour the campus, and so we will help you do all of that. So it's very important that you sign up for orientation. We have links on here to do that. Most of our students fly into Atlanta. It's just there are more options to fly into Atlanta. Columbus has a very small airport and only Delta comes here. So those are a couple of things to think about, but Atlanta is the major transportation hub for us. If you haven't submitted your immunizations, you will need to do so. They will allow you to register the first semester without your immunizations submitted, but you must have them in place before the second semester to register. And this is for all students, regardless of what level you are. And as I'd already mentioned, to sign up for orientation. And then new international students incoming have a little extra time to pay their fees, but they are due the first week of classes. So you want to make sure that you are ready to pay those that first week so that you're not in danger of having classes or dropped or anything like that. We are required to have U.S. health insurance. It's very important to have health insurance here. Health insurance is very expensive. It is not covered by the government like some other countries' insurance is. So we will help you with that and talk to you about that as we go through orientation. You will be sent information from me as we go along as to how to register for orientation. I will be trying to find out when you're arriving so that I can help you get shuttle rides to Columbus from Atlanta if you're doing that. So please be on the lookout for emails from me and possibly from other departments. You will need to make sure that you've logged into your MyCSU. If you have not been able to do that, you'll want to reach out to me so that I can help you with that. But by this point, we hope you've already logged in and have looked at your information.
Yep. And Janet, you said you email those students about their next steps and orientation. So just to clarify a few things, international orientation is separate than the domestic ROAR orientation. So international students do not have to participate in ROAR orientation. You specifically have orientation for international students so that it's conducive to their arrival. It's just before classes start. It's a way to meet other international students that are going through the same experience of getting settled into campus and those trips to Walmart to get things. So it's specifically designed for international students, and lots of mentoring opportunities and tours of campus and lots of fun. But you also mentioned to check their MyCSU account. Do you email their MyCSU account or do you use their personal email when you're emailing about those items?
I email personal email accounts until students arrive. Once they're on campus, we stop using the personal email accounts and we only use MyCSU. Now, other departments on campus are probably only emailing to MyCSU. So we found that this wasn't good for everyone, so that's why we use the personal.
Yeah, it's such a good point. So at Missions, we typically use the personal email as well because we know that's what students check. But places like the bursar's office or your academic advisor, they may be utilizing MyCSU. So it is important to check that a couple of times a week to make sure you're staying up to date on the latest information that could be coming outside from our departments.
Correct. And if you need to know when classes start or when breaks are or anything like that, we have a link on this page also for the academic calendar. As we mentioned, you want to plan to be here at least a week before. International students can come in up to 30 days prior to the program start date on the I-20 that you're going to receive. The program start date will be the first day of classes. But if you come in 30 days prior to that, you need to make sure that you have a place to stay because we a lot of times can't check into housing until a week or two prior to classes starting. So if you want to come to the U.S. and travel some before you get here, you can come in 30 days prior to the start of classes. So I think those are all of the main things. You have my email, you have my phone number. I'm here to assist you with anything that you need, any questions that you have. And as I said, I will be reaching out to you as we get closer to the semester start to assist you with more information.
Dana, I do have a few questions that are coming in from students. So if you've got just a few more minutes, we'll take a look at those. You mentioned Columbus is the best airport to come into is Atlanta, Hartsfield-Jackson International. And so how far from Atlanta is Columbus and what can students expect?
We are about 90 miles south of Atlanta. So when students arrive, they will go to the domestic terminal and catch a shuttle called Groom, Groome. It's Groom Transportation. It is a third party. It is not a CSU shuttle. It runs pretty much around the clock. They have reduced their routes currently because of COVID, but hopefully by fall, they'll be running more frequently, but they run about every 15 to 20 minutes. So as part of your orientation fee, you are made a reservation with the shuttle company, and I will coordinate that with them, and they will send you your reservation. And then you would catch the Groom shuttle. They would bring you to Columbus, and then usually they have you change vans at that point, and then a van would bring you to campus.
Fantastic. And so another question is, since I'm new to the area, is there a mentor program, or can I be partnered with another student as I get acclimated to campus?
On our International Student Services website, there is information about a mentor program. We call it Friendship Program. So if you're a student who you're not connected with any of our programs, such as athletics or music or something like that, and you want to be connected to another U.S. student or someone that can kind of help you get acclimated, we are more than happy to do that. We ask the international student and then U.S. students to complete questionnaires, and then we try to match you up based on your interests.
Very good. And so tell me a little bit more. A couple of questions are coming in about orientation. So what do students do at orientation? Are they able to go and buy any necessities that they may not be able to bring from home just due to packing restrictions and not having enough room? Do you take trips to local stores?
Yes, during orientation, usually prior to orientation, we will take at least a couple of trips to a local store where you can purchase grocery items if you're in a apartment type accommodation where you need to do your own cooking and things like that. You can also buy household goods and things like that. Now, as part of your application, you can also request linens, and linens are sheets, towels, a comforter, and a pillow. So you can ask for that during your application process, and it's a good idea to go ahead and do that so that you don't have to worry about buying those things when you arrive. But we'll do at least 2 trips beforehand, and usually 1 each day of orientation. We usually have orientation for 2 days.
Very good, very good. I think that's all the questions that we've got coming in, but as you said earlier, if students have additional questions, they can always reach out to you or myself. I am gonna pull up really quickly on our contact us page so that they can reach out to us. And of course, with technology, I went the wrong direction, so y'all bear with me. So that Janet you'll have all of our information, myself and Janet's as well. So this goes back to our prospective student international student page, and where we were looking earlier is over here to the left, newly accepted students. And you've got information on your visa and embassy pre-arrival, traveling to Columbus State, immunizations, and so forth. That's all right here for you. But where we were before was our international student checklist. And again, at the bottom of the page has all of Janet's contact information as well as myself. We are so looking forward to seeing you in person. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Email is probably the easiest way to reach both of us, and we'll get back with you as soon as possible. But we are so looking forward to seeing you in person and on our campus and welcoming you home to Columbus State University. I hope that you enjoy the rest of Accepted Student Celebration. And again, congratulations. We're looking forward to having you here on campus. Thanks so much, guys.
Bye.